How to become irresistible. Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about how to become irresistible. So the first thing I want to talk about is freedom, sweet freedom. So when you're dating someone, the best thing that you can do is give them a lot of freedom. Don't be trying to lock them down into a relationship. And also don't send too many messages, don't be over the top, because you need to give that person space and time to think about you. Because if they're very, very attractive, then they've probably got a lot of people in their life that are, trying to do the exact opposite of that are trying to pin them down to a relationship, that are over pursuing them and sending them a lot of messages, and they're always in their DMs. So if you do the opposite of that and you give them a lot of freedom, obviously you state that you're interested in them and that you ask them out and things like that, and you go on dates with them, obviously you do that kind of thing. But in between those dates, you give them a lot of freedom to do basically whatever they want. You don't be intrusive on their life. Kind of just allow them to be free. And if you do that, then you're the one that they're eventually going to probably want to be with, because you haven't been restrictive with them. You haven't tried to lock them into a relationship. You haven't tried to get them to commit to you before they want to. You've basically allowed them to, think about you. You've given them the space. You're letting the love story develop, because that's basically what you need to do. Dating and courting is a process. So that means you go on a few dates, and eventually you start seeing each other more and more. And when you start seeing each other more and more, you start getting more serious, and then you end up in that relationship. But that kind of process happens over a couple of months. When I first started dating my wife, we started dating at the end of September, and then we got more serious roughly around November time. And then by December, we were in that fully fledged relationship, and we were, romantically exclusive with each other. But as you can see, it took some time. Like, it wasn't an instant thing. You need to date people. So you need to date them at least once a week for a little while. At least, let's say, like 2 to 3 dates. You see them once a week. And then you'll start seeing each other maybe twice a week. Then maybe 3 times a week. And that's when that relationship starts to develop. But it's slow. And in between those dates, you don't communicate that much. You don't over message them. You allow them to feel free. So that means you're not sending them good morning texts. You're not sending them good night texts and things like that, unless perhaps they are doing that. So if they're not doing that, basically, if they're not sending you the good morning texts, if they're not sending you the good night texts, then it's too soon to start doing that kind of thing. Give them time to breathe, give them time to think, and allow that love story to develop. Because if they're not talking about relationships with you, and becoming committed to you, then it's probably likely that they're not emotionally ready yet to become committed to you. So wait for them to bring up those kinds of things before considering that this is going to be a relationship. If you're enjoying the video so far, then please leave a like on it, and please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if there's anything you'd like me to discuss in a future video, then please leave it down in the comments. Thank you so much. So the next thing I want to talk about in becoming irresistible is make them feel good. Like, make them feel positive emotions when they are around you. So that means when you go on dates, make it a fun experience. Make sure that there's lots of jokes being had. You're having a good time. You're speaking about positive things. You're having a fun experience. You're not being negative. You're not talking about all the problems that you have in your life. And if your problems in life do come up, the things that you're struggling with, kind of put a positive twist on it. So that means if you're having financial struggles right now and somehow that topic comes up, you say, yeah, I am having some financial struggles right now, but it's something that's helping me grow. I'm learning a lot about money in the process, and I know I'm going to become stronger and better because of it. And it's a lesson that I've needed to learn, but I'm learning the lesson and I'm getting a lot better, and things are going to improve, and I know they're going to improve, and I'm going to make sure that they improve. So even though you're talking about something negative, it's got that positive twist. So whenever those kinds of subjects come up, make sure you put those positive twists on it, no matter what it is. And if you do that, then you're going to make them feel positive. You're not going to make them feel bad. You're not going to make them feel sad about you. And you want them to feel happy around you. And basically, the more positive emotions they have in regards to you, and when they are around you, the more they are going to want to be around you. And obviously, if you really like them and you want them to be around you, then you'll be doing everything in your power to make sure that this person likes being around you. And one of the things you can do is try to have a positive outlook and put positive spins on negative experiences that you may be going through if they do crop up. Obviously, it's best not to just blurt that out. Only talk about those things if they get brought up by the person you're on a date with. But most of the time, if that kind of thing does crop up, just try and be positive about it. And, then switch the subject onto something else that's more fun to talk about. So have fun experiences and bring a lot of humor to your dates. Be goofy, be funny, make them laugh, have a great time. And, your dates should be effortless and they should want to be around you. And they'll probably want to be around you more than anyone else that they're going on dates with, because they just feel the best when they're with you. If you want to know how to attract the right partner, then I highly recommend that you watch this video on how to attract the right partner. And basically in that video, I go through some exercises that you can do in order to attract that right person into your life, so you can have someone in your life who has the same kind of lifestyle as you and the same kind of values. Obviously, another one to be more irresistible is to obviously look as good as you can. If you've got some issues with the way that you look right now, perhaps you don't have the kind of haircut that you want, then obviously sort that out. If you feel like you need to lose weight, then obviously sort that kind of thing out. If you feel like you need to gain weight, then again, sort those kinds of things out. Try and get yourself as good. You want everything basically to be working in your favor. So if you are not happy with the way that you look right now, then try and find a way to improve it. Find a way that you can change it so you can feel a lot better about yourself and the way that you look. The way that you look can be improved upon. There might be some things about yourself that you can't change, but a lot of the things that you are and the way that you look can be improved upon. Sometimes, it might be just the fact the kind of clothes that you're wearing. Perhaps you wear a lot of baggy clothes, and what you need to actually be doing is wear a lot more tight-fitting clothes. So let's say you wear a lot of baggy jeans and a lot of baggy jumpers. Switch those for more tight-fitting outfits, so you can show off your assets a bit more. You need to have basically everything working for you if you are trying to attract someone. Another thing to do, which is a little bit more sneaky, but it is an effective technique, and that is to be a lot more mysterious on social media. So don't post a lot, don't post too much, don't write statuses and things like that. It might be cool to post any accomplishments that you may have and things like that, but don't post anything negative, don't post any problems that you might be experiencing. Another thing you can do as well is to, let's say you're a man watching this, when you go out with your friends, take photos, take selfies with girls that you meet out who you think are really cool. And the best way you can do this, you don't have to do it in a way that's kind of creepy. Don't just take photos of girls or anything like that. And the same with women, don't take photos of guys that you see. All you need to do is just go up to someone who you're having a fun time with. It might be someone you just met, or it could be a friend, and just say, oh, can we take a selfie? I'm just having a really great time and I just want to capture the moment. And if they say no, then just be like, okay, no worries. You don't have to make a big deal about it. But most of the time, 90% of the time, they'll probably be happy to take a photo with you, and then just post it on social media. And what this is going to do, if you're a guy watching this or a woman, when you take photos with the opposite sex or the same sex, depending on your sexuality, it makes you look like these could be your potential lovers. It makes you look valued and like someone who has a lot of people that are interested in them. So take photos with women or guys, again, depending on who you are, and post them on social media. You don't even have to tag them in it. You don't even have to post the caption. Just post the photos, and it makes you look someone who has a lot of lovers, or it makes you look like you're someone who has a lot of romantic prospects, a lot of interest, and it does create interest. It does make you seem more valuable, and that's something that you can try, something that you can adopt. But again, make sure you ask for their permission first, and don't just take photos of them. Make sure that you're in the photo as well. Make sure it's one of those kind of selfies kind of thing. So if you'd like coaching with me and you'd like help with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.